What is going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to set up the Zen King Aim version 4 script. This is one of the best Cronus Zen scripts to use right now for Black Ops 7, Warzone, and in the new Blackout, guys. All of our Discord members love this script right now, but in this video, we're going to teach you guys how to add this script onto your Cronus Zen. We're going to do the PS5 bypass for those of you who use the Cronus Zen on PS5, and then we're going to enter the script and set up the aim assist mods, adjust the aim assist values, and show you guys how this script performs with all the different mods in here. Now, unfortunately, I can't show any gameplay because Call of Duty just is really strict about it. They do take all my videos down. So from here on out, all my videos are going to be for educational purposes only by setting up the Zen. Alright guys, there's no video or gameplay being shown in this video. You can watch all the way through. I promise you, there's nothing you guys can get, okay? But yeah, let's get on with the setup guide. I'm going to show you guys how to set up any script you want onto your Cronus Zen. This is going to be a very simple setup. As long as you copy everything I show, you should have no issue. So here's your Cronus Zen, right? We're going to be adding either a text file or a GPC. Both style of formats work. It could be any script. It could be the script that I'm showcasing and setting up in this video. It can be any other script you guys want. So here's my Cronus Zen. I want you guys to make sure that you have nothing plugged in. It's unplugged Cronus like this and it's off. You want to make sure that the cable that goes into the right hand side of your Cronus Zen, you want that cable to first go into your PC and then have this cable ready on standby. Okay. Then I want you guys to go ahead on your PC and open Zen Studio. Once our Zen Studio is open, a little message should pop up saying like Cronus Zen not found. There it is. So here's the Cronus Zen not found message. That's fine, right? You're just gonna go ahead and now plug the right hand side of the cable into your PC or laptop into the Cronus Zen like this, okay? And then boom, our Zen Studio should read that our Cronus Zen is connected. As you can see, it says stack underflow for me, but we're good, okay? This is just on mine. I have a lot of scripts on this Cronus Zen. So what I want you guys to do first is head over here to Programmer and go ahead and let all these scripts load onto your Cronus Zen, all right? Alright, boom. So now all of our scripts that we previously added, or if you're brand new, you might not have anything here. Now we're going to go ahead and click on the compiler tab up here. And this is where we're going to be adding the script we want. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys an example of how it works through a text file and then vice versa GPC. Works both ways, okay? So let's go ahead and open our file explorer. This is where normally our scripts are after you've downloaded them, depending on where you purchased. Now you can either click here on your downloads and look for the script, or you can type here on your home, click home, and you could type the script you want. So for example, we're going to be adding the Zen King Aim version 4 script. Oops. So Zen King, I just typed Zen King, and here's our aim version 4 script. Now, as you guys can see, it's a .text, and I get a lot of messages saying, oh, .text doesn't work. Yes, .text still works. If this says .text or GPC, any script that you want to use, is just copy this, right? So you're going to click it once like that. Then you're going to click hold, and then you're going to drag it over here onto your compiler, right? So as you guys can see in the background, compiler is still open here. I'm still holding the script. I'm going to drag and drop it and let go. Now we can completely close out of our file explorer. We don't need that no more. So now our script, the Zen King Aim version 4 up here, is set on to our compiler tab. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and add it to our slot now. So we're going to go to Programmer tab up here. Once you're here in the Programmer tab, you're going to go ahead and check if you have any slots available. Let's say you need to throw something away. You just click and drag the script and then throw it into the trash bin here. But as you guys can see, I have slots available. So we're going to add it to our slot 7 here. So on your left hand side with all these circles, you're going to look for the third circle underneath the Zen that has all these lines stacked on top of each other called GPC scripts. And once you click this, you're going to notice that all these scripts that we add in our compiler tab are going to appear here. Okay. So here's our Zen King Aim version 4. What I want you guys to do is click, drag, click, hold, and drag it into your available slot. So I'm going to add it here to slot 7. All right. Now remember that this is on our slot 7. Okay. So from here, we're going to go ahead and go back to our left-hand side with all these circles stacked on top of each other. And we're going to hit Program Device. So click the play button here. And we're going to let the Cronus Zen Studio add the script onto our physical Cronus Zen in slot 7. And then to double check, once it's loaded, we're going to count through the switcher here. So this button here allows you to switch through different scripts if you guys are brand new to the Zen. But most of you guys know this by now. So as you guys can see, it said done. We're good. So we're going to double check before we close Zen Studio out. So here's what I'm going to do. So we're going to click it 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. All right. So here's our Zen King Aim version 4 script. It looks just like that. We now have it onto our Cronus Zen. And then to keep everyone safe and undetected from getting banned, you always want to make sure you do this part. So go ahead and close Oh, sorry, go ahead and unplug your Cronus Zen's right-hand side first, like that, okay? And then you want to close Zen Studio. So it's going to pop up this, then hit X. And never plug this cable into your Cronus Zen while you're playing ever again until you need to add scripts. If not, the PC, PS5, or Xbox will detect that you do have it plugged in because it's reading it through the PC. So this is the safest way to use your Zen without getting in trouble. And then of course, plug this cable into the top part into your Xbox, PC, or PS5, and then the controller cable here. Alright guys, so this is how you add any scripts you want onto your Cronus Zen, whether it's gpc.txt, it could be my script I'm showing in this specific video, or any other scripts for 2K, Call of Duty, Arc Raiders, whatever guys, okay? So that's how you do the setup. Now let's get back to the video. I know everybody's looking for the best scripts, aim assist values, and support, guys. Click the link down below in our comments. It's going to get you access to our website here where we have our Zen King script package. It's a one-time payment of $25. Once you hit get instant access, it's going to take you guys over to this WAP checkout. Make sure you guys enter your email address and choose your payment of method here. Once you guys hit pay, it's going to send you over to WAP where you connect your Discord to your WAP account. And after that's connected, you're going to get access to our private Discord with a role assigned. And of course, if you guys click on the reviews tab, we're legit. Look at all of our reviews we have coming from last year of October. And then of course, if you want to get access to these scripts, this is what you get. So it's going to be VIP access down here on the left hand side here at the bottom. We have our VIP chat where you guys can talk to each other. And then we have all these scripts here ready for you guys to download. All you have to do is just hover over it, hit download, and add it to your Cronus Zen on Zen Studio. And then of course we have our VIP support. If you click here and create a ticket, it opens up like this, and me and my admin will give you the support you guys need. This is one of the best Cronus Zen communities to be a part of, and we're continuing to grow, guys. But yeah, make sure you guys click the link down below in the comments to get access to our VIP server, all of our scripts and support. And I just want to give a big thank you to all of the 1,000 members who are part of our VIP server. A big shout out to all you guys, man. Without you, this wouldn't be nothing. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back to the video. Alright, now that you guys have done the PS5 bypass, you guys added this script onto your Cronus Zen, I do want to show you guys how to enter the script. So for a lot of you guys, once you have this script loaded onto your Zen, it looks just like this. This is our Zen King Aim version 4 script. Alright, so we're going to enter this script by holding L2 here and then pressing options. If you guys are on Xbox, I can actually get my Xbox controller here. You're going to hold LT and then press the start here. Alright, so that's how you enter the script on Xbox. Now, the first mod in here is our button layout. I'm going to show you guys how to maneuver through different mods in this script. So it requires your D-pad. So if I press right on D-pad, you're going to notice that I'm going through all the different mods in this script. And then if I press left on D-pad, it's going to show the previous mods. Okay, so of course our first mod was our button layout. And then to activate any mod in this script, it's very simple. You just press up on D-pad to activate the mod, or down on D-pad to deactivate. Of course, since we are on the button layout, up and D-pad changes the settings here for our layout. For those of you guys who play on different button settings, okay? But since we are on a default setup myself, we're going to make sure we're running default here. I'm going to press right on D-pad, and then it's going to show the stick layout. If I press right on D-pad, it's going to show our tracking assist 3. This is our most popular aim assist mod in this script. If you guys have this turned off, make sure you press up on D-pad to activate it. I'm going to press right on D-pad. You want to make sure that your tracking size here is set to A9. Press right on D-pad, and you want to make sure that your tracking speed is set to A19. If you guys don't know how to edit the values, like change them, it's very simple. Let's go back to our size here. So if you have a different value that's different than mine, it's very simple. You're just going to press up on D-pad to increase the value, or press down on D-pad to decrease the value. Okay, guys, that's how you increase and decrease the values for any mods in this script. Okay, so again, tracking size at a 9. Press right on D-pad. You want to make sure your tracking speed is at a 3. If you guys don't have these numbers, just use your up and down D-pad to get to it. Okay. Now our next mod is our boost assist. I do have this activated, so make sure this is on. If I press right on D-pad, it's going to show our boost size. I have this set to an 11. And then I have our boost speed set to 4. Once again, guys, if you don't know how to adjust the values for these mods, just use up on D-pad to increase the value, down on D-pad to decrease. I'm going to show you guys once again. I have boost size here set to 11. And our boost speed set to 4 for our boost mod on. Alright guys, now I'm going to press right on D-pad here, and I don't use strafe assist. What it pretty much does is when you aim down your sight based on the values you adjusted and how high they are, it pretty much allows your players to move left and right when you start shooting. Okay, I don't use it because you always touching your left stick anyways on the game, so it's not a mod that I like to use, but I just went ahead and threw it in here for you guys. Okay, then of course we're going to keep going to our other mods here. So we have our block vibration mod. If I press right on D-pad, we have our flipped. For those of you who like to shoot with your L1 and your R1, this is here. Okay. And then we have our inverted for those of you guys who actually switch your left stick and your right sticks and you swap them. I know you guys are some demons out there, you play with crazy settings. And then we have our dead zone settings. These are very important, guys, okay? So what I want you guys to do is make sure you use your dead zone left at a 2 here and set your dead zone right at a 2. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, unfortunately I cannot show any gameplay because I will get in trouble. So what I recommend you guys do is just in your Call of Duty settings, look for your dead zone minimums. Okay, there's going to be a left minimum and there's going to be a right minimum. Make sure you set those dead zones to a 2. Okay, like I think it's 0.02 or 2.0. Just make sure that your dead zone, your left minimum and your right minimum is set to 2 in game. This is going to help you guys a lot. Okay, and then of course we have our bunny hop mod. Ping on fire. If you activate ping on fire up on D-pad, every time you shoot, it's going to ping the opponent. This mod is very useful for Warzone, guys, okay? And then we have our sniper mode. Once this is activated, a lot of people are confused what this mod does. This mod allows you to hold your breath every single time you aim down your scope with a sniper, okay? But I am going to leave this off. And then we have our slide cancel mod. If I press up on D-pad to activate it, you also can't edit this mod. What you do is every time you press the circle button, your character is just going to simply slide cancel every single time. Right, so that's our slide cancel mod. I'm gonna make sure that that's off. Okay, and then of course we have our YY. If you press up on D-pad and you hold down on your left stick, you guys are gonna just YY all over the place. But I'm gonna turn that off for now. And then if I press right on my D-pad, we are back to our first mod, guys. So this is how you set up the Zen King Aim version 4 script. If you guys do want to see gameplay, make sure you guys join my Discord. I show you guys how to set the script up with actual gameplay in the background, showing how each mod works in real game time. Now I'm gonna show you guys one more mod that I did leave out. So what I want you guys to do is just to press circle, okay? And when you're here on this screen, I want you guys to hold L2 and then press this backspace button. And you guys will notice that this menu pops up. This is our vertical strength. You want to make sure that it is set to a 0, okay? If you have a value activated, I want you guys to just make sure that you press or hold all the way down on D-pad to set your vertical strength to a 0. A lot of you guys might have anti-recoil happening. You want to make sure that this is turned off, okay? So, and then you're going to get in trouble, by the way, so make sure that is off, all right? Then I'm going to press circle. And yeah, guys, that is how you set up the Zen King Aim version 4 script. This is one of our most popular scripts in our community. If you guys want to get access to this script, check out the links down below in my description box or in the pinned comments down below. You guys can get access to our website and then join our VIP Discord in order to get these scripts, guys. A lot of my VIP members are loving this script. It's super simple. Once you guys purchase, you get a private Discord role in my server that gives you access to scripts and one-on-one support if you guys do need it. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's setup video guide. It's your boy Zen King. See you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.